అంతర్జాతీయ ప్రమాణాలు అని చెప్పడమే కానీ వాస్తవంగా ఆ విధమైన మౌలిక వసతులతో కూడిన విద్యా సంస్థలు కానరావడమే లేదు. కానీ రాజమహేంద్రికి చెందిన లారెల్ హై గ్లోబల్ స్కూల్ గోదావరి తీరానికి ఆ లోటు లేకుండా చేసింది. అత్యున్నత విద్యా ప్రమాణాలతో ప్రపంచంతో పోటీ పడే విధంగా చిన్నారులను తయారు చేసేందుకు లారెల్ హై గ్లోబల్ సరికొత్త చరిత్రకు శ్రీకారం చుడుతుంది. ఈ స్కూల్లో విద్య అభ్యసించే విద్యార్థులు ప్రపంచంలో ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళినా సమున్నత స్థాయిలో రాణించడం ఖాయమనే చెప్పాలి. 21వ శతాబ్దం నైపుణ్యాల అభివృద్ధిపై దృష్టిని కేంద్రీకరించే దిశగా లారెల్ హై స్కూల్ అడుగులు వేస్తుంది. తల్లిదండ్రులను అధ్యాపకులతో కలిపి ఇరువురి ఆలోచనలకు ప్రపంచ విద్యా ప్రమాణాలు మిళితం చేస్తూ సరికొత్త బోధన అందిస్తుంది ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్కూల్. దాదాపు 3 దశాబ్దాల పాటు విద్యారంగంలో ప్రయాణం సాగించిన అనుభవజ్ఞులైన సారథుల సారథ్యంలో అంతర్జాతీయ ఉపాధ్యాయులతో శిక్షణ ఇప్పిస్తూ తరగతులు చేపట్టి లారెల్ హై స్కూల్ దూసుకుపోతుంది. 4.5 దశాబ్దాల పాటు కెనడాలోని ఆంటారియోలో ఉపాధ్యాయ వృత్తిని నిర్వహిస్తూ అనేక సామాజిక పుస్తకాలను రచించిన డాక్టర్ డోనా స్టార్క్విగ్లీ ఆధ్వర్యంలో లారెల్ హై గ్లోబల్ స్కూల్లో వర్క్షాప్ సైతం తల్లిదండ్రులతో నిర్వహించారు నిర్వాహకులు. 5 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి 12 సంవత్సరాల లోపు పిల్లలతో అత్యంత జాగ్రత్తగా వ్యవహరించాలని, వారికి మంచి క్రమశిక్షణ, ఆహారపు అలవాట్లు, పరిశుభ్రత అలవాటు చేయాలని ఈ వర్క్షాప్లో డోనా చక్కని రీతిలో వివరించారు.
However, sometimes children, when you are not happy, you don't cry and tear and holler, you just are unhappy. But the children don't have the ability to deal with their negative feelings appropriately. So they holler, they hit. It is a very long time before
దీనివల్ల పిల్లల్లో మానసిక, శారీరక ప్రవర్తనలో చక్కని మార్పు వస్తుందని అంతర్జాతీయ ఉపాధ్యాయులు వివరించారు. పిల్లల్లో ప్రేమ, దయ వంటి భావనలు కలిగించడానికి తల్లిదండ్రులు ఎలా ప్రవర్తించాలో డోనా తెలియజేశారు. ఈ వర్క్షాప్లో లారెల్ హై గ్లోబల్ హై స్కూల్ డైరెక్టర్ సుంకర రవికుమార్, ప్రొఫెసర్ పుష్పనాథం, డీన్ చిలకమర్తి అరుణ, హెడ్ మిస్ శ్యామ్ సుందరి ఉపాధ్యాయులు పాల్గొన్నారు. అంతర్జాతీయ విద్యా విధానంలో పిల్లలకు పాఠాలు చెప్పే తీరే విభిన్నంగా ఉంటుంది. డోనా పాఠాలు చెబుతుంటే చిన్నారి విద్యార్థులు ఎంతో తన్మయత్వంతో ఆమె చెప్పే ప్రతి అంశాన్ని జాగ్రత్తగా వినేందుకు ఆసక్తి చూపుతున్నారు.
snuck up to the dragon, and she put her head in his ear. She said, "Hey, dragon." But the dragon Can you snore? Let's hear you snore a little bit. Let's have a little snore. Oh, we're all sleeping and snoring. Okay, oh, good snoring. And then, because the dragon didn't do anything, she picked up his ear again and she said, "Hey, dragon." But the dragon was sound asleep. He just snored and snored. How about if you snore a little bit? Don't you know what snoring is? Like, oh good, like grandpas do. Okay. But the third time, the dragon seemed to be very much asleep. So the third time, Elizabeth snuck up to the dragon and she picked up his great big ear and she put her head right up to his ear and she said, "Hey, dragon!" But the dragon kept snoring. He was sound asleep. So Elizabeth climbed over the dragon.
ప్రతి తరగతిలోనూ తనదైన రీతిలో విద్యార్థులతో మమేకం అయ్యి డోనా పాఠాలు చెప్పారు. విద్యారంగంలో 4.5 దశాబ్దాల అంతర్జాతీయ అనుభవం ఉన్న డోనా క్లాసులను చెప్పడమే కాదు, ఆమె రాసిన పుస్తకాలు అంతర్జాతీయ విపణిలో ఆణిముత్యాలుగా పేరు తెచ్చుకోవడం విశేషం.
And ask for more to do charity. Who's going to put it in a piggy bank? Wow, excellent learning. Who else wants to call some? I was listening. Could you call a few? No? All right, it's a little hard for you. All right then. Where is the person? Now I've forgotten. Where is the person who's going to buy candy? Do you think she's going to give you any? Let's ask. What about it?
I'll share to my best friends.
And who are your best friends? Point to them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
డోనా కెనడాకు చెందినవారు అయినప్పటికీ చైనా, సింగపూర్, ఆస్ట్రేలియా వంటి అనేక దేశాల్లో చిన్నారులకు విద్యా బోధన, ఉపాధ్యాయులకు ఉత్తమ శిక్షణ అందిస్తూ వస్తున్నారు. దాదాపు నెల రోజుల పాటు లారెల్ హైలో ప్రత్యేక బోధనకు విచ్చేసిన డోనా అనేక అంశాలు ఈస్ట్ న్యూస్ టీవీతో పంచుకున్నారు. ఆమె ఇప్పుడు ఏమన్నారో చూద్దాం.
Oh, I feel so much love. I'm happy. Bye-bye. Well, first I'll say that education for children in the future needs to change everywhere, not just in the West or in the East. The educated learner of the future is going to be a very different person than the schools are producing in this day and time. The future demands that children be more ready to think creatively, to think divergently, to manage time, to work independently and cooperatively with others, and to work in the global context. What I'd like to say about primary education, I believe that children should play. Children need big muscle activity, lots of exercise, and lots of opportunities to explore their world in concrete ways. I think that if children have a balanced life of imaginary and creative play as well as physical play, and of course all the rudiments of learning, mathematics and language, in a balanced way, then I think that that is the best for children. In Canada, our program is more child-centered, and though I'll say the program that I've observed at this school is certainly excellent, in Canada you would see a learner that has a more balanced day. So we would have time for listening, speaking, reading, writing, experimenting with materials, games, quiet time. So our emphasis is on having the children talking and being creative, whereas what I see here is children who are less free to have a more broad program. Well, first let me say that I have to commend the administration of the staff here. Principal Arun is a very clever woman and knows that if you want to change your staff and move the school forward, that it is critical that you include parents, not just as information receivers, but as partners in the process. The truth is, children are growing people, and parents want to know what's happening at school so that they can support the school, so that they can watch their child and share in this important time in their lives. The roles of parents and teachers are to provide an environment for children where they can feel that they are able to grow, have a sense of belonging, feel that they are important, and discover their own strengths and weaknesses. It is critical, according to the literature of the formative years, that children have positive images, positive opportunities, so that they can see themselves as learners, as friends, as playmates, as responsible children at home with chores and duties, so that they feel good and open about addressing their adult life and going through all the stages of their development. And what you asked me was, what do I think what do I think a child needs from their caregiver? Well, the obvious answer is they need love and nurturing and kindness. Beyond those things that are so important, food, shelter, children need to be valued. And if I could suggest one thing that parents might do for their children that would make a big difference, is to invest in them their time. Play with your child, talk to your child, understand them, share their world, because it's a very short time that you have those little children when they're little. Well, I'd like to point out that my interest in education and children at their early stages of learning is quite a long career. And I am constantly, as children should be, lifelong learning. And I am interested in learning more myself about how children are schooled in various parts of the world. I'm very fortunate to have been welcomed here to allow myself to experience how children learn, the kind of resources that are available in a typical school in India, to talk to teachers, to speak with administrators, to find out what is the same and what is the difference from other places that I've been. So my main purpose here is to grow, and my second main purpose is to share what I know. There's a lovely community in this school of sharing. So many teachers have invited me to point out tips for them. I have to tell you, I'm delighted to share the strategies that have worked for me. And of course, I'm learning from teachers. I think this is important. It is important to be a role model. As you might see, I'm an older person, but once we're committed to our love of children and education, the learning never stops. So I see my purpose here is to be a partnership, to explore what I might have to contribute and to see in what ways I might understand learners from another perspective. Now, this is a very large question, and I will point out to you that that question is full of political minefields. One must be very careful not to criticize another system. I'm not here to say where I come from is the best. I'm not here to say you should look at the model in Australia. That is not the purpose. How do we get to excellence? And that's what we all want for our children and for our education system. It's a long road, one day at a time, with an open mind, finding opportunities to read, to think, to see what fits for us, what can we benefit from. And so the answer is to, first of all, understand your learner. Get a good picture of what your future needs in society are, and try and prepare children for that journey in the best way that you can. One comment that I said to the parents rather, is that there is no handbook for being a parent. And I think people who are managers of educational change, though they may have lots of insights and they have a lot of learning and background, it's still pretty much the same. Find your best way forward with the resources that you have and the problems that you have to resolve.